My dear friends, imagine with me for a moment. Imagine a world where your words shape your reality, where the blessings speak upon yours manifest in your life with unerring precision. This is not a fantasy, but the very nature of our existence, hidden in plain sight, waiting for you to claim it. Tonight we gather to explore a profound truth that has the power to transform your life from the inside out. The topic of our discussion is speak blessings upon yourself, change your life. This is not mere positive thinking or wishful dreaming. No, what I am about to share with you goes far deeper than that. It touches the very core of creation itself. You see, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. This is not just a religious statement. It is a fundamental law of the universe. The power of the word, of speech, of declaration is the power of creation itself. And you, my dear friends, are endowed with this very power. When you speak blessings upon yourself, you are not engaging in empty rhetoric, repetition. You are in fact participating in the divine act of creation. You are shaping your world, molding your reality, and crafting your destiny with every word that proceeds from your mouth. But let us pause for a moment and consider, what kind of words have you been speaking over yourself? Have they been words of blessing or words of curse? Have they been words of abundance or words of lack? Have they been words of health or words of sickness? For make no mistake, whatever you have been declaring over yourself has been shaping your reality, whether you have been being conscious of it or not. The great truth that I want to impress upon you tonight is this: you have the power to change your life. And that power lies in your mouth, in your words, in the blessings you speak upon yourself. This is not a new power that you need to acquire or a skill that you need to learn. It is a power that you already possess, a power that has been with you from the moment of your creation. You are in essence a speaking spirit. Your words are not mere sounds that dissipate into the air. They are living creative forces that go forth from you and begin to arrange the circumstances and events of your life to conform to have spoken. This is why the wisest of men said, death and life are in the power of the tongue. Now, some of you might be thinking, but Neville, I have spoken positive words vague, and nothing changed. To this I say, persistence is key. The world you see around you now is the result of all the words you have spoken up to this point. It is the accumulation of your habitual thoughts and declarations. To change it requires not just a momentary utterance, but a persistent, consistent declaration of the new reality you wish to experience. Remember, the outside world is a reflection of your inner world. What you see in your circumstances is nothing more than the outpicturing of your own mental conversations. If you want to change what you see on the outside, you must first change what you're saying on the inside. This brings us to a crucial point. The blessings you speak upon yourself must be spoken with feeling, with conviction, with convictions that they are already true. It's not enough to merely repeat positive affirmations like a parrot. You must feel the reality of what you're saying. You must live from the end, experiencing in your imagination the joy, the satisfaction, the fulfillment of already being, doing, of having what you desire. Let me give you an example. Suppose you desire financial abundance. It's not enough to say, I am wealthy while feeling poor and lacking. Instead, you must capture the feeling of wealth. How would you feel if you were truly wealthy? What would your mental conversations be like? How would you carry yourself? What decisions would you make? Speak your blessings from this state of consciousness. You might declare, I am so grateful for the abundance that flows into my life effortlessly. I am a channel of infinite supply, blessing others as I am blessed. Speak these words not as something you hope will become true in the future, but as something that is already true now. For in the realm of spirit, in the dimension of imagination, it is already done. Your job is simply to align your conscious mind with this spiritual reality. This, my friends, is the art of speaking blessings upon yourself. It is not just about the words you say, but about the consciousness from which you say them. It is about aligning your entire being, your thoughts, your feelings, your expectations with the blessings you desire to manifest in your life. Now, some of you might be wondering, but what about negative circumstances in my life? How can I speak blessings when things seem to be going wrong? This is a crucial question, and I'm glad you asked it. The answer lies in understanding the true nature of reality. You see, the circumstances you perceive as negative are not the truth of your being. They are merely shadows, temporary appearances that have no substance in themselves. They persist only because you give them life through your attention and your habitual thoughts and words. When you face what appears to be a negative circumstance, that is precisely the moment when you must speak blessings with even greater conviction. For it is in these moments that your word, aligned with your imagination and feeling, has the power to completely transform your reality. Let's say you're facing a health challenge. Instead of fixating on the symptoms and speaking words of illness, you would declare with absolute conviction, I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Speak these words not as a future possibility, but as a present reality. Feel the wellness coursing through your body. See yourself engaged in activities that only a healthy person could do. Live from this state in your imagination and watch as your outer world begins to conform to this inner reality. This is not denial through its circumstances. It is the recognition of a higher truth, the truth that you are a spiritual being made in the image and likeness of God, and that perfect health is your natural state. By speaking blessings of health upon yourself, you are aligning with this truth and allowing it to manifest in your physical experience. The same principle applies to every area of your life, relationships, career, personal growth, and more. Whatever the current appearance may be, you have the power to speak a new reality into existence. But remember, your words must be matched by your feeling and your imagination. Imagine with me for a moment. Think of something you deeply desire in your life. Now, instead of longing for it as something in the future, begin to speak of it as if it's already yours. Feel the joy, the satisfaction, the fulfillment of already possessing it. Let this feeling permeate your entire being. Now speak words of blessing over this desire. Declare it as a present fact. Feel the truth of your words resonating in every cell of your body. This, my dear friends, is how you speak blessings upon yourself that have the power to change your life. But let me caution you, this is not about manipulating external circumstances or controlling others. The blessings you speak are about aligning yourself with the highest good, with the divine plan for your life. They are about recognizing and claiming the abundance, the joy, the love that is already yours by divine right. As you embark on this journey of speaking blessings upon yourself, you may encounter resistance. Old habits of negative self-talk may try to reassert themselves. Doubts may creep in. This is natural. Remember, you are reprogramming your subconscious mind, overwriting years of unconditioning. Be patient with yourself, but also be persistent. When you catch yourself speaking words that do not align with the blessings you desire, do not judge or condemn yourself. Simply pause, take a deep breath, and consciously choose to speak words of blessing instead. Over time, this will become your habit, your new default mode of being. Now let's delve deeper into the mechanics of how speaking blessings upon yourself actually changes your life. It all begins in your imagination. Your imagination is not some frivolous mental faculty for daydreaming. It is the very workshop wherein you forge the template of your life experiences. When you speak blessings upon yourself, you are essentially giving directions to your imagination. You are providing it with the raw material from which to construct your new reality. Your words, infused with feeling and conviction, create images in your mind. These images, when persisted in, become the blueprints for your future experiences. Consider for a moment everything in your world, everything man-made that you can see around you, began as an image in someone's mind. The chair you're sitting on, the building you're in, the clothes you're wearing, all of these were once just ideas, images in someone's imagination. Through persistent focus and aligned action, these mental images became physical realities. The same process is at work in your life. The words of blessing you speak create images of the life you desire. As you persist in these images, feeling their reality, your subconscious mind begins to accept them as fact. And here's the magic. Your subconscious mind, being connected to the infinite intelligence of the universe, begins to rearrange the circumstances of your life to match these inner images. This is why it's crucial to be mindful of the words you speak to yourself and about yourself. Every word is a seed planted in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. What kind of harvest do you want to reap in your life? Plant seeds of blessing, of abundance, of love, of success, and that is what will grow in the garden of your life. Let me share with you a powerful practice to amplify the effect of the blessings you speak upon yourself. Before you go to sleep each night, take a few moments to enter a state of relaxation. As you lie in your bed comfortable and at ease, begin to speak words of blessing over your life. But don't just speak them mechanically. Feel them. Experience them as reality. Say to yourself, I am blessed beyond measure. Every day, in every way, my life is getting better and better. I am surrounded by love, abundance, and joy. Success flows to me effortlessly. I am in perfect health, filled with vibrant energy. I am fulfilling my divine purpose, blessing others as I am richly blessed. Speak these words, or words like them, that resonate with your heart's desires, feeling their truth, seeing in your mind's eye the evidence of these blessings in your life. Then drift off to sleep in this consciousness of blessing. As you sleep, your subconscious mind will work the night to align your outer world with these inner declarations. Remember, the state of consciousness from which you fall asleep is especially powerful in shaping your experiences. It's as if you're placing an order with the universe just before you drift off. Make it a nightly practice to fall asleep while speaking and feeling blessings upon yourself. And watch how your life begins to transform. Now, some of you might be thinking, but Neville, what if I don't believe these blessings are possible for me? What if I have evidence to the contrary in my life? This is a common concern, and I want to address it head on. Your current beliefs about what's possible for you are simply that, beliefs. They are not facts, no matter how much evidence you think you have to support them. Your beliefs are stories you've accepted about yourself and your life, often unconsciously. The beautiful truth is that you have the power to change these stories, to rewrite the script of your life. When you begin to speak blessings upon yourself that seem at odds with your current reality, you may feel resistance. Your logical mind might argue, presenting all the reasons why these blessings can be true for you. This is the moment when faith becomes crucial. Faith in this context is not blind belief. It is the evidence of things not seen. It is the ability to see and feel the reality of blessings before they manifest in the physical world. This kind of faith is a spiritual sense, just as real and reliable as your physical senses. As you speak blessings upon yourself, cultivate this faith. See the unseen, feel the unfelt. Live from the end, experiencing in your imagination the fulfillment of your blessings. This is not denial of current circumstances. It is the reckoning of higher reality, a spiritual reality that is more true and more powerful than any temporary physical condition. Let me give you a practical example of how this works. Suppose you're in a job that you find unfulfilling, and you desire a career that aligns with your passion and purpose. Instead of complaining about your job or speaking words of frustration, you would begin to speak blessings over your career. You might say, I am so grateful for my fulfilling career. I am using my unique gifts and talents to make a positive difference in the world. I am abundantly compensated for work that I love. Every day I wake up excited to contribute my best to the world. As you speak these words, see yourself in this ideal career. Feel the satisfaction of doing work you love. Experience the joy of making a difference. Feel the abundance that comes from being richly compensated for your contributions. Live in this state in your imagination. Speak these blessings consistently. And watch as opportunities begin to unfold in your life to make this vision a reality. This principle applies to every area of your life: health, relationships, finances, personal growth, and more. Whatever you desire to experience, begin to speak it into existence now. Bless yourself with words of love, success, abundance, and fulfillment. Speak as if these blessings are already your reality, for in the realm of spirit they truly are. Now I want to address another crucial aspect of speaking blessings upon yourself: consistency. The power of your words to change your life is cumulative. It's not about making grand declarations once in a while. It's about consistently aligning your speech with the life you desire to create. Think of it this way: your habitual thoughts and words are like the rudder of a ship. They determine the direction of your life. A small adjustment, consistently maintained, can lead to a completely different destination over time. In the same way, consistently speaking blessings upon yourself, even in small ways throughout your day, can lead to profound changes in your life experience. Make it a practice to infuse your daily self-talk with blessings. When you look in the mirror in the morning, instead of criticizing your appearance, speak words of blessing over your body. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. My body is the perfect expression of divine health and beauty. As you drive to work or go about your daily tasks, instead of worrying about the future, declare, my future is bright. I am divinely guided and protected. Every experience is working together for my highest good. These may seem like small things, but remember, it's the small, consistent actions that lead to big changes over time. Your words are shaping your reality in every moment. By consciously choosing to speak blessings, you are consistently steering your life towards your desired experiences. Now let's talk about the role of gratitude in speaking blessings upon yourself. Gratitude is a powerful force that amplifies the effect of your words. When you speak blessings from a place of gratitude, you align yourself with the abundance of the universe. Instead of saying, I want to be wealthy, say, I'm so grateful for the abundance that flows into my life. Instead of saying, I hope to find love, say, I am thankful for the deep, fulfilling love that I experience in my relationships. You see the difference? The first statements come from a place of lack, while the second come from a place of abundance and gratitude. When you align your words of blessing with genuine gratitude, you create a powerful magnetic force that attracts more blessings into your life. It's as if you're sending a signal to the universe saying, I am grateful for these blessings, and I'm ready to receive more. This attitude of gratitude also helps to dissolve any resistance you might have to receiving your blessing. Often we unconsciously block our good because we don't feel worthy or we're afraid of change. Gratitude opens your heart and your hands to receive all the good that the universe is constantly trying to give you. So as you speak blessings upon yourself, do the heart with certitude. Thank the universe in advance for the manifestation of your words. Feel the joy and appreciation of already having received your blessings. This combination of blessed words and heartfelt gratitude is truly transformative. Now I want to address a question that often arises when we discuss the power of speaking blessings. What about other people? Can I speak blessings for them too? The answer is a resounding yes, but with an important caveat. You see, you cannot override another person's free will. You cannot force changes in another person's life through your words. However, you can bless them, holding in your imagination the highest good for them. In fact, blessing others is a powerful way to amplify the blessings in your own life. When you bless others, you are essentially recognizing the divine in them. You are seeing past their constant tendencies or behavior, their true, perfect spiritual nature. This not only benefits them, but also expands your own consciousness of blessing. For example, if you have a challenging relationship with someone, instead of speaking words of frustration or anger about them, you could say, I bless person's name with love, peace, and joy. I see them as the perfect expression of divine love that they truly are. As you speak these words, feel the reality of them. See this person in your imagination as whole, happy, and fulfilled. This practice does two things. First, it shifts your own perception and feelings about the person, which can lead to positive changes in your interactions with them. Second, it creates a blessing consciousness in you that attracts more blessings into your own life. Remember, what you give out, you receive back multiplied. As you speak blessings upon others, you are simultaneously speaking blessings upon yourself. You are affirming a universe of love, abundance, and positive possibilities, and aligning yourself with that reality. This brings us to another important point. The power of your words extends beyond just yourself and others. Your words have the power to bless your environment, your circumstances, even seemingly inanimate objects. Consider your home, your workplace, your belongings. Instead of complaining about what's wrong with them, speak blessings over them. Thank your home for providing you with shelter and comfort. Bless your workplace as a site of opportunity and growth. Express gratitude for your car that reliably takes you where you need to go. You might say, I bless this home with love, peace, and harmony. Every room is filled with positive energy and joy. Or bless my workplace with success and creativity and fulfilling relationships. Abundance flows freely here. As you speak these blessings, feel the truth. See your environment transformed by your words. This practice of blessing everything in your life creates a field of positive energy around you. It raises your vibration and assures you to the frequency of blessing. As a result, you begin to attract more positive experiences, people, and circumstances into your life. Now let's address a common challenge that many face when they begin to practice speaking blessings, dealing with setbacks and disappointments. There will be times when, despite your best efforts to speak blessings, things don't seem to go your way. How do you handle these moments without losing faith in the power of your words? First, understand that setbacks are not failures. They are opportunities for growth, realignment, and even greater blessings. When you encounter setback, instead of speaking words of defeat or discouragement, speak words of wisdom and victory over the situation. You might say this challenge is an opportunity for me to grow stronger and wiser. I am learning valuable lessons that are preparing me for even greater blessings. I trust in the perfect unfolding of my good. Speak these words with conviction, feeling the truth of them in your heart. Remember, the words you speak in times of challenge are especially powerful. They determine whether you will be a victim of circumstances or a victor over them. Choose to speak words that empower you, that reaffirm your trust in the benevolence in the universe and your own innate ability to overcome. Moreover, use these moments as opportunities to deepen your practice of speaking blessings. Often, it's in our darkest moments that our words of light have the most transformative power. When you can speak blessings in the face of apparent defeat, you demonstrate a faith that moves mountains. This brings us to an important principle. Your words of blessing are not dependent on external circumstances. They are a declaration of truth that transcends current appearances. Just as the sun is always shining above the clouds, the reality of your blessings exists beyond temporary setbacks or challenges. In fact, consistently speaking blessings, especially when circumstances seem to contradict them, is what allows you to break through limitations and manifest profound changes in your life. It's easy to speak positively when everything is going well. The real test and the real power comes in maintaining your blessed speech even when faced with opposition. Now, as we near the conclusion of our discussion, I want to impress upon you the ongoing nature of this practice. Speaking blessings upon yourself is not a one-time event or a temporary fix. It is a way of life, a continuous process of aligning your speech with the highest truth of who you are and what you desire to experience. Make it your daily practice to begin and end your day with words of blessing. Throughout your day, be mindful of your speech. Are you speaking words that bless or words that curse? Are you affirming your word or magnifying your challenges? Remember, every word you speak is a seed planted in the garden of your life. Choose your words wisely and lovingly. As you consistently speak blessings upon yourself, you will begin to notice changes. Perhaps at first they will be subtle, a shift in your mood, a new perspective on an old problem. But as you persist, you'll see more tangible changes manifesting in your external world. Opportunities will appear, relationships will improve, your health will flourish, abundance will flow. But beyond these external changes, you'll notice a profound internal transformation. You'll develop a deep sense of peace and trust in the benevolence of the universe. You'll cultivate an unshakable faith in your own divine nature and your ability to create the life you desire. You'll experience a joy and fulfillment that comes from living in alignment with your highest self. Remember, my dear friends, you are not separate from the creative power of the universe. You are one with it. Your words, spoken with feeling and conviction, are the very power of creation itself. As you speak blessings upon yourself, you are participating in the divine act of creation, shaping your world in accordance with your highest aspirations. So speak your blessings boldly. Declare your good with unwavering faith. Let your words paint a picture of the life you desire to live. For as you speak, so shall it be. Your words have the power to change your life, to transform your world, to create miracles. In closing, I invite you to take a moment right now. Close your eyes if you wish, if you at least take a breath, and speak a blessing upon yourself. Feel the truth of your word resonating in every cell of your body. Know that as you speak, the entire universe conspires to make your words reality. You are blessed abundantly and unconditionally. You are worthy of all good things. You are a living, breathing miracle, capable of creating miracles in your life. Speak this truth. Live this truth. Be this truth. And so, my dear friends, go forth and speak blessings upon yourself. Change your life with the power of your words. For you are the author of your life story, and with every word you speak, you write a new, more beautiful chapter. Remember, the power is within you. The time is now. Speak your blessings, change your life, and watch as the world transforms before your very eyes. For as you bless yourself, you bless the world, and in blessing the world, well, you fulfill your divine purpose. Thank you for your attention and your presence. May your words always be filled with blessings, and may your life be a testament to the transformative power of speaking good upon yourself. Go in peace, go in love, in the certainty that as you speak, so it is speak. Imagine, if you will, a world where the very fabric of reality bends to your will, where the thoughts you think and the beliefs you hold shape the experiences you encounter. This is not a flight of fancy, my dear friends, but the fundamental nature of our existence. You see, the universe in which we live is not a cold, indifferent machine, but a responsive, malleable substance that takes on the form of our dominant impressions. Let us begin by understanding a crucial principle. Your mind, your wonderful human imagination, is the God of which all sacred texts speak. It is the creative power through which all things are made manifest. When you truly grasp this concept, you will realize that the power to create wealth, abundance, and prosperity lies not in some external force, but within the confines of your own consciousness. Now you might be wondering, how can this be? How can my thoughts possibly manifest money within such a short span of time? The answer, my friends, lies in understanding that time is but an illusion of the physical world. In the realm of spirit, in the domain of imagination, there is no past, no future, only the eternal now. And it is in this eternal now that all possibilities exist simultaneously. To activate your mind and manifest money within 24 hours, you must first shift your consciousness. You must move from a state of lack and wanting to a state of abundance and having. This shift is not something that happens in the outer world. It is an inner movement, a change in your mental atmosphere. When you can feel the naturalness of being wealthy, when you can sleep in the assumption of your desire fulfilled, the outer world has no choice but to rearrange itself to match your inner conviction. Let me share with you a technique that, when applied with unwavering faith and persistence, can bring about miraculous results. As you retire to bed tonight, I want you to close your eyes and construct a scene that implies the fulfillment of your desire for wealth. Perhaps you see yourself holding a bank statement with a balance that thrills you. Or maybe you feel the weight of your wallet, heavy with crisp new bills. Whatever scene you choose, make it as vivid and as real as you possibly can. Now here's the crucial part. You must enter into this scene. You must participate in it fully, using all your senses. Feel the paper of the bank statement between your fingers. Smell the crisp scent of new currency. Hear the rustle of bills as you thumb through them. Make this imaginal act so real that it takes on the tones of reality. You must persist in this state until you feel a sense of satisfaction, a feeling that tells you, yes, this is done. As you drift off to sleep, carry this feeling with you. Let it be the last thing on your mind as you enter the world of slumber. For it is in sleep that the subconscious mind is most receptive, most malleable to the impressions we give it. And it is the subconscious that possesses the power to bring our imaginal acts into physical manifestation. But remember, my dear friends, the outer world is a reflection of your inner state. Therefore, when you awaken in the morning, you must maintain this feeling of wealth, this consciousness of abundance. Do not let the appearances of the physical world shake your conviction. For what you see now is but the shadow of past thoughts and beliefs. The new state you have entered will take a little time to project itself onto the screen of space. Throughout your day, whenever you have a quiet moment, revisit that scene. Feel once again the joy, the excitement, the naturalness of being in possession of the wealth you desire. Let this feeling permeate every fiber of your being. For you are not trying to get something, you are acknowledging that you already have it in the realm of imagination, and therefore it must come into physical expression. Now, some of you might be thinking, but Neville, I've tried positive thinking before, and it didn't work. To this I say there is a world of difference between mere positive thinking and the art of assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Positive thinking often still carries with it the consciousness of lack, the awareness that you are trying to change something. But in the law I'm teaching you, there is no trying. There is only the acknowledgement of what is already yours in imagination. Consider the biblical phrase, before they call, I will answer. This is not some mystical promise, but a statement of how reality operates. The moment you can feel the reality of your desire, the moment you can live from the end as though it were already accomplished, in that instant your prayer is answered. The things and events of the outer world are merely catching up to the truth you have accepted in your imagination. Let me tell you a story to illustrate this principle. I once knew a man who was in dire financial straits. His business was failing. His debts were mounting. And he could see no way out of his predicament. He came to me desperate for a solution. I shared with him this very law we're discussing today. At first he was skeptical, but he was also at his wit's end and willing to try anything. I instructed him to go home and, before sleeping, to construct a scene that would imply his financial problems were solved. He chose to imagine himself sitting in his office, looking at a pile of paid invoices and a bank statement showing a healthy balance. I told him to make this scene as real as possible and to fall asleep in this state. The next morning, he awoke feeling different. There was a lightness to his step, a confidence he hadn't felt in months. Nothing in his outer world had changed yet, but he felt that everything was going to be all right. Throughout the day, he held on to this feeling, revisiting his imaginal scene whenever doubt tried to creep in. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Within 24 hours, he received a call from a client he hadn't heard from in years. This client had a large project and wanted to work exclusively with him. The advance payment for this project was enough to cover all his outstanding debts and breathe new life into his business. So is this a coincidence? Absolutely not. It was the law in operation. The moment he changed his inner state, the outer world had to realign itself to match his new consciousness. This, my friends, is the power you hold within you. This is the creative force of your imagination at work. But let me be clear, this is not about manipulating external circumstances. It's not about forcing the world to bend to your will. Rather, it's about aligning yourself with the fundamental nature of reality. It's about recognizing that the world of form is born from the formless realm of imagination. Now, some of you might be wondering about the morality of using your imagination to manifest money. You might be asking, is it right to simply imagine wealth into existence? To this I say, the use of your imagination is the most fundamental right you possess. It is, in fact, your duty to use this God-given gift to create a life of abundance and joy, not just for yourself, but for all those around you. You see, when you liberate yourself from financial worry, when you step into a state of abundance, you become a blessing to the world. You are able to give more, to help more, to make a greater positive impact on the lives of others. The wealth you manifest is not taken from anyone else. It is created anew from the infinite abundance of the universe. Consider this: every invention, every work of art, every business, every advancement in human society began as an idea, as an imaginal act. The phone in your pocket, the chair you're sitting on, the very building we're in, all of these were once just thoughts in someone's mind. By bringing these thoughts into physical reality, these individuals not only enriched themselves, but added value to the world. So I urge you, do not feel guilty about using your imagination to create wealth. Instead, recognize it as your sacred duty. For in doing so, you are aligning yourself with the creative principle of the universe. You are fulfilling your role as a co-creator with the divine. Now, let's delve deep in the mechanics of this process. When you imagine yourself in a state of wealth, when you feel the naturalness of abundance, you are literally reshaping your concept of self. And your concept of self is the foundation upon which your entire life experience is built. Most people live their lives based on a concept of self that was given to them by others, their parents, their teachers, their society. They accept limitations that were never truly theirs. But you, my dear friends, you have the power to consciously choose your concept of self. You have the ability to decide right here and now that you are a person of wealth and abundance. This decision, this shift in your concept of self, is not something that happens on a purely intellectual level. It must be felt. It must be experienced with the full force of your imagination. When you can feel the reality of being wealthy with the same intensity that you feel the floor beneath your feet, that's when true transformation occurs. Let's practice this together right now. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath and relax. Now, I want you to imagine you are holding a check in your hands. This check is made out to you, and the amount on it is more money than you've ever had in your life. Look at the numbers. See them clearly. Feel the paper between your fingers. Notice the weight of it in your hands. Now, I want you to amplify this experience. Feel the excitement coursing through your body. Feel the relief, the joy, the sense of possibility that comes with this newfound wealth. Let this feeling grow stronger and stronger until it fills your entire being. This, my friends, this feeling is more important than any mental picture. For it is your feelings that shape your reality. Open your eyes. How do you feel? Different, don't you? That feeling, that state of consciousness, is what you must return to again and again. That is the fertile soil in which the seeds of your desires will grow and bear fruit. But here's a crucial point. You must persist in this new state. The old man, the old concept of self, will try to reassert itself. Doubts will arise. The evidence of your physical senses will try to convince you that nothing has changed. This is where your faith will be tested. Remember, faith is not blind belief. Faith is loyalty to the unseen reality. It is the conviction that what you have imagined and felt as real in your mind must by cosmic law be made manifest in your physical reality. When doubt arises, when the old patterns of thought try to pull you back, you must return again and again to that feeling of wealth, that consciousness of abundance. Think of it this way. Your imagination is like a gardener planting seeds. The feeling of wealth, the consciousness of abundance, These are the seeds you are planting in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. But just as a gardener doesn't dig up the seeds every day to see if they're growing, you must not constantly question whether your imaginal act is working. Instead, you must water these seeds with your attention, your faith, your persistent assumption that what you have imagined is already a reality. And just as surely as an acorn grows into an oak tree, your imaginal act will grow into a physical reality. Now let's address a common concern. Some of you might be thinking, but what about action? Don't I need to do something in the physical world to manifest money? This is a valid question, and the answer might surprise you. Yes, action is important, but it's not the kind of action you might be thinking of. You see, the most important action is the action of assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. This internal action, this movement of consciousness, is far more powerful than any external action you could take. When you successfully assume the feeling of being wealthy, when you live from that state of consciousness, you will be moved to take whatever outer actions are necessary to bring your desire into manifestation. These actions will not feel like effort or struggle. They will feel natural, inspired. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time. Opportunities will present themselves to you. People will be drawn to you, eager to do business with you. This is the law in operation. This is the power of your activated imagination. But remember, the outer actions are not the cause of your wealth. They are the result of your change in consciousness. They are the bridge of incidents that lead to the fulfillment of your desire. The real work, the true action, takes place in your imagination. Now I want to address something that many of you might be experiencing. As you listen to these words, as you contemplate this law, you might be feeling a sense of excitement mixed with disbelief. A part of you might be saying, this sounds too good to be true. It can't be this simple. This reaction is natural. It's the old consciousness, the old concept of self fighting to maintain its existence. But I want you to consider something which is simpler. To believe that you must struggle and strive for years to accumulate wealth, always at the mercy of external circumstances, or to accept that the power to create the life you desire lies within you, waiting to be activated by your imagination. The truth is, this law is simple. But simple does not mean easy. It requires a fundamental shift in how you view reality. It demands that you take full responsibility for your life experience. It asks you to question everything you've been taught about the nature of reality and your place in it. This is why so few people truly succeed in consciously creating their reality. Not because it doesn't work, but because they're unwilling to persist through the initial period of uncertainty, the period where their new assumptions have not yet been made manifest in the physical world. But you, my dear friends, you who have chosen to be here today, you are different. You are the select few who are ready to take control of your destiny. You are the ones who will persist, who will hold fast to your new assumption of wealth and abundance, even when the outer world seems to contradict it. And make no mistake, the outer world will seem to contradict it, at least at first. This is the time of testing, the time when your faith in the unseen reality must be stronger than your faith in the evidence of your physical senses. But if you can persist through this period, if you can maintain your new state of consciousness regardless of outer appearances, you will see miracles unfold in your life. Now let's talk about the time frame mentioned in our topic, within 24 hours. Some of you might be wondering if it's really possible to manifest money that quickly. The answer is a resounding yes, but with a caveat. The manifestation of your desire in the physical world is not subject to time as we understand it in our three-dimensional existence. In the fourth dimensional realm of imagination, the realm where all creation begins, there is no time. There's only the eternal now. When you successfully impress your subconscious mind with the feeling of wealth, when you can live in the state of the wish fulfilled, the seed of your desire is planted instantaneously. The 24 hours mentioned in our topic is not a rigid time frame for physical manifestation. Rather, it refers to the period within which you can fundamentally alter your state of consciousness. When you go to sleep tonight in the assumption of your wish fulfilled, when you maintain that state upon waking and throughout your day, you will have activated your mind to manifest money. From that point on, the bridge of incidents that leads to the physical manifestation of your desire begins to form. For some, this manifestation might occur within 24 hours. For others, it might take a bit longer. But make no mistake, once you have truly assumed the state of wealth in your imagination, its physical manifestation is assured. The key is to focus not on the when, but on the what. Focus on maintaining the feeling of wealth, the consciousness of abundance. Let go of any anxiety about how or when your desire will manifest. Remember, the feeling is the secret. The feeling of wealth, experienced with all the vividness of your imagination, is the cause. The outer manifestation of money is the effect. Now, I want to share with you a powerful technique that can help you maintain this state of wealth consciousness throughout your day. It's a technique I call wearing your desire. Here's how it works. Imagine that your desired state of wealth is like a garment, a beautiful tailored suit or dress. In your imagination, put on this garment. Feel the texture of the fabric against your skin. Feel how it fits you perfectly. Feel the confidence, the assurance that comes wearing this garment of wealth. Now, as you go about your day, whenever you start to doubt, whenever the old state tries to reassert itself, remind yourself, I am wearing my desire. I am clothed in wealth. Feel it, experience it as vividly as you can. This simple technique can work wonders in helping you maintain your new state of consciousness. Remember, my dear friends, you are not trying to create something new. You are simply aligning yourself with the wealth that already exists in the infinite realm of possibility. You are choosing to embody a particular state of being, a state of wealth and abundance that already exists in the spiritual realm. Your job is not to make it happen. Your job is to select the state you wish to embody and then to occupy that state so completely in your imagination that it becomes your new reality. The outer world has no choice but to conform to your inner assumption. Now, some of you might be wondering about the role of gratitude in this process. Gratitude is indeed a powerful force, but not in the way many people think. You see, most people believe they should be grateful for what they have in order to receive more. But this approach still carries with it the consciousness of lack, the awareness that you don't yet have what you desire. True gratitude, the kind that aligns with the law we're discussing, is gratitude for what you have imagined as real. It's the feeling of thankfulness that arises naturally when you have successfully assumed the state of your wish fulfilled. When you can genuinely feel grateful for your imagined wealth, as though it were already a physical fact, you align yourself powerfully with the state of having that wealth. This alignment, this feeling of gratitude for your imagined reality, serves to amplify your assumption and accelerate its manifestation. It's a recognition of the truth that what you have conceived in imagination is as real as any physical fact. This kind of gratitude doesn't come from a place of lack or wanting, but from a place of abundance and fulfillment. As we near the conclusion of our discussion, I want to emphasize a crucial point. The law we've been exploring is not a one-time event, but a way of life. It's not about manifesting money once and then returning to your old patterns of thought. It's about consistently living from the state of abundance, regardless of outer circumstances. Even after you've successfully manifested money, continue to occupy the state of wealth in your imagination. Make it your permanent dwelling place. For as you do this, you'll find that abundance becomes your natural state of being. Money and opportunities will flow to you effortlessly, not because you're focusing on manifesting them, but because you're consistently embodying the state of wealth. Remember, the outer world is constantly conforming to your inner assumptions. By maintaining a consistent state of wealth consciousness, you ensure consistent experience of abundance in your physical reality. This is the true secret to lasting prosperity. In closing, I want to remind you of the immense power you hold within you. Your human imagination, properly understood and applied, is the very force that shapes reality. It is the God power spoken of in Scripture, the creative principle of the universe individualized in you. You are not a helpless victim of circumstances, but the author of your life story. With your imagination, you have the power to rewrite that story at any moment. Choose now to write a story of abundance, of wealth beyond your wildest dreams. Choose to step into the state of wealth, to wear it like a garment, to feel its reality with every fiber of your being. Go forth from this place with the knowledge that you are now activating your mind to manifest money. Know that as you sleep tonight in the assumption of your wish fulfilled, as you awaken tomorrow morning in the state of wealth, you are setting in motion forces beyond your comprehension that will move heaven and earth to bring your desire into manifestation. And finally, my dear friends, remember this: the law we've discussed today is not just about manifesting money. It's about recognizing and claiming your birthright as a creative being. Use this law not just for personal gain, but to enrich the world around you. For as you step into your power, as you manifest abundance in your own life, you become a beacon of hope and inspiration for others. You become living proof of the limitless potential that resides within each of us. Go now and create the life of abundance you desire and deserve. The power is yours. Use it wisely, use it lovingly, and watch in awe as your world transforms before your very eyes. Imagine, if you will, that the universe is not some distant impersonal force, but rather an intimate part of your very being. It is the canvas upon which you paint the masterpiece of your life, responding to every brushstroke of your imagination. To learn how to talk to the universe is to master the art of creation itself. Let us begin by understanding that your thoughts, your feelings, and your deepest beliefs are the language through which you converse with this infinite intelligence. Every moment of your day, whether you are conscious of it or not, you are engaged in a continuous dialogue with the universe. The question is, are you speaking the language of lack and limitation, or are you articulating a symphony of abundance and possibility? The universe, in its infinite wisdom, does not judge your desires. It does not deem one wish more worthy than another. It simply responds to the vibration of your being, to the unwavering certainty of your imagination. When you learn to align your inner conversations with the outcomes you desire, you tap into a power that can reshape the very fabric of your reality. Consider for a moment the times when you have wanted something deeply. Perhaps it was a new job, a loving relationship, or a sense of inner peace. Did you approach these desires with a sense of lack, constantly affirming to yourself and the universe that you did not have them? Or did you embrace the feeling of already possessing that which you sought? This, my friends, is the crux of effective communication with the universe. It is not enough to merely wish for something. You must assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. You must live from the end, experiencing in your imagination the joy, the satisfaction, and the gratitude of already having received your desire. Let me share with you a fundamental truth that has the power to transform your life. The universe knows no distinction between what you vividly imagine and what you consider to be reality. Your imagination is the very workshop wherein you forge the instruments of your future experiences. When you imagine with feeling, with conviction, you are literally shaping the course of events to come. But how, you may ask, does one begin this practice of imagination? How does one learn to speak so convincingly to the universe? The answer lies in the art of revision and in the cultivation of a disciplined imagination. Revision is the process by which you rewrite the script of your past and present experiences. If you have encountered a situation that was less than desirable, do not let it calcify into a fixed point in your personal history. Instead, reimagine it. See it play out in your mind's eye exactly as you would have wished it to be. Feel the emotions associated with this new version of events. Let every fiber of your being resonate with the joy and satisfaction of this revised experience. By engaging in this practice, you are not merely indulging in wishful thinking. You are actively recalibrating your relationship with the universe. You are demonstrating your power as a conscious creator, showing the universe that you are no longer willing to be a passive recipient of circumstances, but rather an active participant in the shaping of your reality. As you become more adept at revision, you will find that your natural state becomes one of positive expectation. You will approach each day with the certainty that wonderful things are unfolding for you. Shift in consciousness is profound, for it alters the very frequency at which you vibrate, attracting experiences that resonate with your new state of being. Now let us delve deeper into the practice of disciplined imagination. Your imagination is not merely a playground for idle fantasies. It is the most powerful creative force at your disposal. When you learn to direct your imagination with purpose and precision, you are literally programming the universe to respond in kind. Begin by setting aside time each day for focused imaginal work. Find a quiet space where you can relax and allow your mind to become receptive. Close your eyes and begin to construct in your mind's eye a scene that implies the fulfillment of your desire. Make it as vivid and as detailed as possible. Engage all your senses. If you desire a new home, feel the texture of the doorknob as you enter. Smell the fresh scent of your favorite flowers arranged in the entryway. Hear the sound of laughter echoing through spacious rooms. As you construct this scene, allow yourself to become fully absorbed in it. Do not merely observe it as a spectator, but step into it as an active participant. Feel the emotions that would naturally accompany the realization of your desire. Let joy, gratitude, and a deep sense of fulfillment wash over you. This imaginal act is not a mere rehearsal for some future event. It is in the deepest sense the event itself. For in the realm of imagination, where all possibilities exist simultaneously, you have already received that which you desire. Your task now is to remain faithful to this imaginal act, to return to it night after night, impressing it ever more deeply upon your subconscious mind. As you persist in this practice, you will begin to notice subtle shifts in your outer world. Circumstances will begin to rearrange themselves, almost magically, to bring about the conditions necessary for the realization of your imagined state. People, events, and opportunities will appear in your life as if summoned by an unseen hand. This is the universe responding to your inner conversation, to the unwavering certainty of your imagined reality. But remember, my dear friends, that this practice requires patience and persistence. The seed of your desire, once planted in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind, must be given time to germinate and grow. Do not dig it up every day to see if it has sprouted. Trust in the unseen forces that are working on your behalf. Your role is to maintain an unwavering faith in the reality of your imagined state. This faith is not a blind hope that something might happen in some distant future. It is a deep knowing, a profound certainty that on a level beyond physical sight, your desire is already fulfilled. As you cultivate this faith, you will find that your entire perception of the world begins to shift. You will start to see evidence of your desire manifesting everywhere you look. This is not mere coincidence. It is the natural result of your aligned inner conversation with the universe. Let us now explore another powerful aspect of communicating with the universe, the use of affirmative prayer. Unlike traditional forms of prayer, which often come from a place of lack or supplication, affirmative prayer is a declaration of that which is already true in the realm of imagination. When you engage in affirmative prayer, you are not asking the universe for something you do not have. Instead, you are acknowledging and giving thanks for that which is already yours in the invisible realm of potential. This form of prayer aligns you with the creative power of the universe, allowing you to speak your desires into existence with authority and conviction. Begin your affirmative prayers with phrases such as, "I am so happy and grateful now that," or "Isn't it wonderful that?" Follow these openings with statements that describe your desire as if it were already a present fact. Feel the emotion of gratitude wash over you as you articulate these statements. Let every word resonate with the certainty of your imagined reality. As you make this practice a regular part of your day, you will find that your entire being begins to vibrate at the frequency of your desires. You become a living, breathing affirmation of the life you wish to create. The universe, ever responsive to the signals you emit, will begin to mirror back to you the reality you have so clearly defined in your imagination. But let us not forget, my friends, that effective communication with the universe is not a one-way street. It is not merely about broadcasting your desires into the void. It is also about developing the ability to listen, to attune yourself to the subtle guidance that is always available to you. This guidance often comes in the form of intuition, those quiet hunches and inner promptings that seem to arise from nowhere. As you cultivate your relationship with the universe, you will find that these intuitive flashes become more frequent and more pronounced. They are the universe's way of directing you toward the path of least resistance to the manifestation of your desires. Learn to trust these intuitive nudges. Act on them, even when they seem to defy conventional logic. For in following your intuition, you are aligning yourself with the infinite intelligence of the universe, which sees the bigger picture and knows the shortest route to the fulfillment of your desires. As you become more adept at listening to this inner guidance, you will find that your life begins to flow with an effortless grace. Doors will open where before there were walls. Synchronicities will abound, as if the entire universe is conspiring to bring you exactly what you need, exactly when you need it. Now let us address a crucial aspect of communicating with the universe that is often overlooked, the importance of detachment. This may seem paradoxical at first. How can you be detached from something you desire so deeply? The key lies in understanding that detachment does not mean indifference. It means releasing your grip on the how and when of your manifestation. When you cling too tightly to a specific outcome or timeline, you create resistance. You send a message to the universe that you do not trust its infinite wisdom to bring about your desire in the best possible way. This resistance can actually slow down or even prevent the manifestation of your desires. Instead, cultivate an attitude of relaxed expectancy. Know with absolute certainty that your desire is fulfilled in the invisible realm, and trust that it will materialize in the physical world in divine timing. This state of relaxed expectancy allows the universe to work on your behalf, orchestrating events and circumstances in ways that your limited human perspective could never conceive. Remember, the universe has access to infinite possibilities. By remaining open and detached, you allow it to bring about your desire in ways that may far exceed your original vision. You may find that what manifests is even better than what you had initially imagined. As you practice this art of detached manifestation, you will discover a profound sense of peace and trust in the unfolding of your life. You will no longer feel the need to control every aspect of your experience. Instead, you will move through life with a sense of excited anticipation, knowing that wonderful things are constantly unfolding for you. Let us now delve into another powerful technique for communicating with the universe, the use of symbolic representation. The subconscious mind, which is your direct link to the creative power of the universe, thinks in symbols and images. By consciously choosing and working with symbols that represent your desires, you can bypass the critical faculty of your conscious mind and impress your intentions more deeply upon the subconscious. Choose a symbol that for you represents the fulfillment of your desire. It could be an object, a color, a number, or even a simple geometric shape. Infuse this symbol with meaning through your focused attention and emotion. See it in your mind's eye, associated with the feeling of your wish fulfilled, and carry it with you throughout your day. You might wear jewelry that incorporates your chosen symbol or place representations of it around your living space. Each time you encounter this symbol, let it serve a reminder of your end commitment to your desire. Feel once again the emotion of having already received that which you seek. This practice creates a powerful feedback loop between your conscious intentions and your subconscious mind. Over time, the mere sight of your chosen symbol will automatically evoke the feeling of your wish fulfilled, reinforcing your communication with the universe and accelerating the manifestation process. Now, my dear friends, let us address a question that often arises when one begins to seriously engage with the practice of conscious creation. What about the desires and free will of others? How can we communicate our desires to the universe without infringing upon the autonomy of those around us? The answer lies in understanding the true nature of creation. When you imagine a scene that implies the fulfillment of your desire, you are not manipulating others or bending them to your will. You are simply aligning yourself with a version of reality in which your desire is fulfilled. The universe, in its infinite wisdom and creativity, will bring about the circumstances necessary for the realization of your imagined state in a way that honors the free will of all involved. Your task is not to dictate the specific actions of others, but to hold steadfast to the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Trust that the universe will orchestrate events in a way that serves the highest good of all concerned. This approach allows for the manifestation of your desires while maintaining respect for the divine spark within every individual. As you deepen your practice of communicating with the universe, you may find that your desires themselves begin to shift and evolve. This is a natural and beautiful part of the process. As you align more closely with your true self and the infinite potential within you, you may discover that what you once thought you possessed pales in comparison to the grand vision that now unfolds before you. Embrace these shifts in desire. They are signs of your spiritual growth and expanding consciousness. The universe is guiding you toward experiences that will bring you the greatest joy and fulfillment, even if they differ from what you initially set out to manifest. This brings us to another crucial aspect of effective communication with the universe, the practice of gratitude. Gratitude is not merely a polite response to receiving something you desire. It is a powerful creative force in its own right. When you cultivate an attitude of genuine gratitude, you align yourself with the abundance of the universe. Begin and end each day by counting your blessings. Take time to truly feel grateful for all that you already have in your life. This practice shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is present, abundant and beautiful in your experience. As you do this, you will find that more and more things come into your life for which to be grateful. Moreover, practice gratitude for your desires as if they were already fulfilled. Give thanks for the perfect job, the ideal relationship, the radiant health that you seek to manifest. Feel the emotion of gratitude as intensely as you can, knowing that in the realm of pure potential, your desire is already a reality. This practice of preemptive gratitude is one of the most powerful ways to communicate your desires to the universe. It aligns your entire being with the frequency of abundance and receptivity. The universe responds to this vibration by bringing you more experiences that match this feeling of gratitude and fulfillment. As you become more adept At communicating with the universe, you will find that your life takes on a quality of magic and wonder. Synchronicities will abound. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time, meeting exactly the right people to assist you on your journey. This is not mere coincidence. It is the natural result of your aligned communication with the infinite intelligence that permeates all of existence. But remember, my friends, that with this power comes responsibility. As you learn to consciously create your reality, it becomes increasingly important to examine your deepest beliefs and intentions. Are you creating from a place of love, abundance, and a desire to contribute to the greater good? Or are you motivated by fear, lack, or the need to control others? The universe will respond to whatever seed you plant in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. Therefore, it is crucial to cultivate thoughts, beliefs, and intentions that are in harmony with your highest self and the greatest good of all. As you do this, you become a powerful force for positive change in the world. Your very being radiating love, joy, and abundance to all those around you. Let us now explore the concept of living in the end. This principle is at the heart of effective communication with the universe. To live in the end means to inhabit, in your imagination and your emotional state, the reality where your desire is already fulfilled. It means to think, feel, and act from the perspective of already being the person who has received that which you see. This practice requires a radical shift in consciousness. Instead of seeing your desire as something in the future that you must strive and struggle to attain, you recognize it as a present fact in the invisible realm of potential. Your task is simply to align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with this already existing reality. Begin by asking yourself, how would I think, feel, and act if my desire were already fulfilled? What would my daily routine look like? How would I carry myself? What kind of conversations would I have? Then, to the best of your ability, begin to embody these states in your daily life. This is not about pretending or engaging in wishful thinking. It is about recognizing the creative power of your consciousness and choosing to align it with the version of reality you wish to experience. As you consistently live from this state of fulfillment, you will find that your outer world begins to rearrange itself to match your inner experience. Remember, the universe does not distinguish between what you imagine with feeling and what you experience in the physical world. By living in the end, you are sending a clear and consistent message to the universe about the reality you choose to inhabit. The universe, in its infinite responsiveness, will bring about the conditions necessary to match your inner state. As you practice living in the end, you may encounter moments of doubt or uncertainty. This is natural and to be expected. The key is not to fight against these doubts, but to gently and persistently return to the feeling of your wish fulfilled each time you choose to realign with your desired reality. You strengthen your communication with the universe and accelerate the manifestation process. Now, let us delve into the power of your inner conversations. Every moment or day you are engaged in a continuous dialogue with yourself. These inner conversations shape your beliefs, your expectations, and ultimately your reality. To effectively communicate with the universe, it is crucial to become aware of and deliberately shape these inner dialogues. Begin by paying attention to the habitual thoughts and self-talk that run through your mind. Are they supportive of your desires? Do they affirm your worthiness to receive that which you seek? Or do they undermine your efforts with doubt, criticism, and limitation? Once you become aware of your inner conversations, you can begin to consciously redirect them. Replace thoughts of lack and limitation with affirmations of abundance and possibility. Instead of dwelling on past failures or current challenges, focus your inner dialogue on the successful achievement of your desires. Speak to yourself with the same kindness, encouragement, and unwavering belief that you would offer to a beloved friend. As you master the art of positive inner conversation, you will find that your entire vibration shifts. You begin to radiate confidence, certainty, and positive expectation. This vibrational shift is instantly recognized by the universe, which responds by aligning circumstances and opportunities to match your new inner state. Remember, my dear friends, that learning to communicate with the universe is not a destination but a journey. It is a process of continuous growth, refinement, and expansion. As you practice these principles, you will experience moments of profound alignment and miraculous manifestation. You will also encounter challenges and apparent setbacks. Embrace all these experiences as opportunities for growth and deeper understanding. Trust in the perfect unfolding of your journey. Know that every experience, whether perceived as positive or negative, is guiding you toward the fullest expression of your dear potential. As you maintain this trust and continue to align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the reality you wish to create, you become a powerful creator with the universe. In closing, I invite you to step fully into your power as conscious creators. Recognize that you are not separate from the universe, but an integral part of its infinite intelligence and creativity. As you learn to communicate clearly and consistently with this intelligence, you unlock the boundless potential within you. Go forth with courage, with joy, and with the unshakable knowing that the universe is always listening, always responding, always guiding you toward the highest expression of your true self.